Good day, grade 1 learners. Welcome to your daily dose of learning in English 1. Before we begin, sit back, relax, and let us enjoy by listening, singing, watching, and learning with me. To start our day today, kids, let us sing Little Peter Rabbit. To accompany us singing this song, may I introduce to you Jared Kaiser. Come on, let's sing the song with Jared Kaiser.
Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose, and he flipped it and he flopped it and he flew away. Thank you.
Very good. Great, kids. What is the song about? Correct. It is about Little Peter Rabbit. Do you know that song also tells a story? You know it, right? So where do you think the story of this song happened? Very good. This happened maybe in the garden or in the pond. What do you think Peter Rabbit doing there? Correct. He was playing or roaming around the garden. Those words we mentioned are words related to the song we sang or to the things happened to little Peter Rabbit. Last week, we note words related to self, family, school, and community. Today, you will note words related to the stories or poems we will have because our topic for today is listen or read stories or poems and note important details pertaining to its characters, settings, and events. We will also identify the speaker in the story or poem too, and be able to discuss, illustrate, or dramatize specific events in the story. In the song Little Peter Rabbit is the main character. He is the one who acts in the story. Characters of the story are sometimes people, animals, or things that act or involve in the story. If the setting of the story is the time and place where and when the story happens or take place, what is the setting we have in the song? In the garden of one sunny morning. Very good. All the things happen in this story are what we call the events of the story. Can you give me an event in our song? Little Peter Rabbit flipped and flopped its wings and flew away. Very good. Let us now have a story about sun and wind. But before we continue, let us find the meaning of these words so that it would be easier for you to understand the story. Rainy, sunny, windy, hot, and cold. Here are the three weathers we know. Rainy, sunny, windy. What do you feel in a sunny weather? Correct. It's hot. How about in a windy weather? Very good. Cold. What do you like most when it is raining? Sleeping on the bed and reading books with mother and father. That's great. Which of these clothes do you wear on a sunny day? undershirts, and thin clothes. Very good. How about on a windy day? We have here jacket, sweater, or thick clothes. Which of these things you use on a rainy day? Umbrellas, boots, and raincoats are just right too. Now you are ready to listen to our story. You will look for the answers to these questions as I read the story, children. Be smart to identify the characters, settings, and the events of the story. Events that should answer, what did sun and wind see one day? Why did they play a game? Why did the man take off his jacket? Why did the man hold his jacket when the wind blew hard? And for the fifth one, who is telling the story? Let us clap 5 times now and shout till I hear what should you do to understand the story well. Clap 5 times now, kids. Ready? What should you do now to understand the story well? I can't hear you. There I can hear you say, sit properly, listen attentively, and understand the story. Great. Let us start now. Rainy, sun, and wind. Hello, I'm Rainy. One day I saw sun and wind talking. Wind said, I'm stronger than you. Sun said, I'm pretty strong. Wind said, let's play a game. How? Sun said. See that man? Wind said. I'll make him take off his jacket. So wind blew hard. But the man held his jacket around him. My turn, said Sun, smiling. Soon the man felt very hot. Then he took his coat off. I won, said Sun. I made the man happy because it's sunny day. Let us answer the questions now, kids. Choose from the list your answers. You may type in our comment section the letter of your answers. Let's have number 1 now, kids. Who are the characters of the story? A, sun, B, cloud, C, wind, D, rainy, E, the man. Who are the characters in the story? Sun, wind, rainy, and the man. Very good. They are the ones who act in the story. What is the setting of the story now, kids? Remember that the setting of the story tells about where the story took place and when did it happen. In the evening on the road, in the afternoon in the house, in the morning on the road. A jet club for you if you answered letter C. In the morning on the road. Zoom, zoom. What did sun and wind see one day? A man, rainy, an apple. You should answer here, a man. Why did they play a game? To fight with each other? To prove that one of them is stronger than the other? Or letter C, to enjoy the rainy day? To prove that one of them is stronger than the other, that's it. Letter B. Do you think what they did is good? If you were them, are you going to do the same? Very good. You should just play a game. You do not fight with each other. Be nice to people and respect what they do as long as they are doing good. Why did the man take off his jacket? Because he is cold? Because he felt hot by the heat of the sun? Or because he will take a bath? Yes, it's letter B, because he felt hot by the heat of the sun. Why did the man hold his jacket when the wind blew hard? Because he felt hot by the heat of the sun? Because he is angry with sun and wind? Because he felt cold and the wind might blow away his jacket? We should answer here letter C, because he felt cold and the wind might blow away his jacket. Now, who is telling the story? A, sun, B, rainy, C, wind. Very good. It's Rainy who is telling the story. What is your favorite event in the story? Me, I like it when sun and wind talk with each other. At least they did not fight. And that's a good thing to know, isn't it? How about you? What is your favorite event? That's great. Can you draw the faces of sun and wind after their contest? What do you think do they feel after they talk? Of course, I know and you know that they are happy. We do not want them to fight each other, aren't we? So they should just play the game and be happy after. Now, we have a poem here with Justin Cyrus. Listen carefully and later we will answer some questions about it. Since a poem has a story also to tell, we will identify later who tells the story being given by Justin, the characters, settings, and events that happened in the poem. You may join Justin Cyrus in reciting the poem now. Okay, are you ready?
Rainy day, rain, rainy day, falling, falling down. Drip, drop, rain hits the ground. Wet, 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 there's snow outside playing. Puddles and puddles, I want a sunny day.
Fantastic. Very good, Justin. Who do you think is the one talking in the poem? I believe it's the kid himself or a child. Who is the character in the poem? Yes, the kid himself or herself, because it does not say in the poem that the kid is a boy or a girl. That's great. What did the kid feel on that day? You are right. The kid felt sad because he or she could not go out to play. What is the setting? Awesome. It's a rainy day in their place. You can also give actions while reciting the poem, kids. Show those actions to mom and dad. Did you enjoy listening and reading the story and poem? Great. Can you tell me now what should you remember when listening or reading a poem or a story? You should note important details in a story or a poem like the characters, settings, and events to help you understand the story well. That is fantastic. Before we end up our discussion, let us have an activity first. Prepare a paper and a pencil, for after this story, we will answer some questions. Pass this paper with our activity today to your teacher advisor, so you will be given additional points for today's activity. Are you ready? Our story is about Dental Week, to be read by Gianna. Do remember all the events that happen in the story, kids, while Gianna is reading. Carry on, Gianna.
I'm Diana Feliciano. I'm gonna read a story. Dental Week. The children were reading when the nurse knocked at the door. Good morning, Miss Ramos. Please come and have a seat, greeted the children. The dentist is at the clinic. She likes you to brush your teeth. After that, she will check up your teeth, the nurse said. The dentist told the children not to eat too much sweet foods like candy, cake, and ice cream. She told them to eat fruits and vegetables and brush their teeth 3 times a day for them to have nice teeth and fresh breath every day. She showed them how to brush their teeth properly. Thank you.
Very good, Gianna. Now number your papers 1 to 5. Just write true or false if the statement about the story is correct, and write false if it is not. This should be our number 1. Doctor is one of the characters in the story. That is false. Number 2, the setting is in the school. The setting of the story is in the school. True or false? That should be true. Next, kids, number 3. The principal knocked at their door. The principal knocked at their door. Number 3, our answer should be false, because it's the nurse who knocked at the door. The dentist told the children not to eat too much sweets. And that is true. The dentist really told the children not to eat too much sweets. And lastly, the children had fun day playing in the playground. False, because it's not mentioned in the story. Kids, what do you do if you are one of the pupils instructed by the dentist? You are absolutely correct if you say you will obey, because they will tell you what is good for yourself. So do not forget to pass the paper together with your learning activity sheets, kids. I am very happy that you're doing great. Because of that, give yourself 5 jet claps. Zoom, 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 zoom. Very good, kids. On your learning activity sheets, just read or let mommy or daddy read with you the story and fill up the missing words to complete your answers to the questions. Dramatize also a scene you think happened in the story. Make a video of it and ask your teacher how you may submit these video clips to them. Be sure you read and follow the guidelines in our rubrics, kids. My heartfelt thanks also to the ones who made the videos and to the other websites where I got the pictures, emojis, emoticons that I used in my presentation. And to this module, especially where I got the stories that I used from Nueva Vizcaya Deped family, which I only revised a little to suit my topic for the week. Thank you very, very much. Did you have fun singing, listening, and learning today? Hoping you did well with your lesson today, kids. Stay motivated, stay safe, God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the day. Tune in next time. Goodbye, everyone.